Hey, creative people, welcome back. Now this video, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I did a collaboration video with the Artists Guild on Discord. I'll post a link below, so if you want to join, you can join. But we were challenged with doing a video game character, kind of like in a fighting game, and everybody would do their own. And I did Sheik from the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I actually haven't shown much of my sketching process before I actually do like the final drawing. So you can see here that I'm starting off with a red pencil, then I move on to like a blue pencil, and then from there I move on to a regular HB pencil. And you notice the way I sketch is a little different from what most people. My drawings, I kind of do them as like I'm sculpting a model in 3D, but like doing it with a pencil instead. If you look at the process I'm doing, it's like really scribbly, so I'm like kind of building the three-dimensional form with a pencil, imagining it as a sculpture. So I don't really like, I use a little bit guidelines and stuff, but it's really more of an iterative process for me. Now that I have the basic structure down, you can see that I'm using a blue pencil to add the details of the image. By the way, I got the design from the Sheik costume for this one based on someone's cosplay that I saw a picture of. So it's not really based on any one of the characters from when she appears in the video game, but it's more of what somebody designed in one of the Comic-Cons. As far as the pose, I made it look like she's preparing for a leaping attack. So she has like a traditional martial arts guard stance. One of her legs raised up and the other one's kind of just on her tippy toes, so it looks like she's about to leap for the attack. Now when I move on to the HB pencil, I'm refining all the structure and the details of the character so that when I transfer it over to the inking, I have a clean and crisp lines to use. Here's the final image of the sketch. Now on the next portion of the video, you'll see that when I transfer it over to the paper that I'm going to use, by the way, I'm using a rice paper for the first time, you'll notice that the character looks a little bit different. What I did here was I first set aside the image for a day, and then when I came back I looked at it and decided I need to do some changes. So when I used the light box to transfer it over, I didn't just go ahead and just straight up traced it. I modified the image and transferred that over to the new rice paper that I used. By the way, this portion here is going over the pencil drawing on the rice paper with gray ink. Now here I started the process of doing the watercolors, and if you don't know, like rice paper is really thin and fragile, so it was really a different experience trying to paint over with watercolors on the rice paper, because normally I think there's special paints. I guess they're similar to watercolor, but if you look at a lot of the Chinese or Japanese like sumi-e style art, they have a special paint that they use for the rice paper. So it didn't come out exactly as how I expected because it's not really made for the medium, but it was a great learning experience, and actually it still came out pretty decent. One thing I want to note is that you don't want to use too much water when using the watercolors with rice paper, because the paper well, it's actually pretty decent at soaking up the water, but you know, if you're like one of those watercolor artists that use like a ton of water, that would just tear the paper. So you gotta be really careful with that. Now I believe at this point I'm using white watercolor paint to add highlights to certain areas of the costume. At this point I thought the color was kind of dull, so I added magenta to give it more of a vibrancy to the image. And here's the finished piece. It actually looks a lot brighter when I scan it as opposed to the image in the video. And one of the artists in our Artist Guild was kind enough to actually compose several backgrounds for the characters and put all the characters together in a collage. And one of them was a character select screen, one of them is just like they're all in a fighting platform, and another one is just a big group shot. So I'd like to give thanks to him. His name is Atrazion. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel, but he's on Instagram. So check out his artwork and the other artwork for the other artists. I'll post a link to the Discord channel if you want to join the Artist Guild. Check us out there. Alright, until next time, bye.